Hello students, welcome to the next class of classification of plants. As you can see the beautiful slide showing different types of plants here. So we basically classify plants into two groups, non-vascular and vascular. What is meaning of vascular is presence of conducting tissue, that is xylem and phloem. Not only this, along with the conducting tissue, there has to be something called as vascular cambium or cork cambium, that is part of the conducting tissue. So that is called as vascular system. Non-vascular is we do not have this particular xylem and phloem, and as you can see the bryophytes there. And under bryophytes you can see the mosses, liverworts and hornworts. These are the beautiful examples of bryophytes. In the pteridophytes, they are vascular but they do not have a seed. Normally pteridophytes are fern plants which we see in the garden. Under vascular, if there are seeds present, but if seeds are inside the fruit or seeds are outside the fruit. So based on that, as you can see here in the apple, the seed is inside the fruit, and in the case of pine, the seed is outside the fruit. And then we further classify it into the seeds where it is inside the fruit. The best example of that would be any flowering plant which you see in our surrounding, like hibiscus plant or sunflower plant, where the seeds are finally going to be inside the fruit. So the first group which we are going to classify here, before that there is a gymnosperm shown here with vascular seeds, but seeds are not inside the fruit. So first non-vascular group, as you can see in the slide, this is Bryophyta. And Bryophyta are amphibian plants. Why amphibian? Because they need reproduction, water for the reproduction, and they are found on land as well as on the ground in water also. They are mostly growing in moist and shady places, and they do not show proper root, stem and leaves, and that's why they are called as Bryophyta. Bryophyta usually occurs in damp, humid and shady localities, and they are going to grow on the rocks and the moist area. So in the rainy season you will see most of the rocks or the ground becomes green due to this growth of this Bryophyta, where it looks very beautiful. It doesn't have proper root, stem and leaves. Another property of Bryophyta is it can be used as a pit. Example is sphagnum. It can be used as a pit, means what? It absorbs the moisture and the water from the surrounding, and therefore if your shipment is, if you want your transporting something which is needing a dry condition, then you can use this in the form of pit. So dry powder of this particular plant can be used to transport the shipment, and that is what is the application of this particular Bryophyta. Then when we talk about Bryophyta, they do not have proper root, stem and leaves, but they have root-like structures called rhizoids, leaf-like structures and stem-like structures, and then they reproduce by method of asexual, and therefore the plant body is known as gametophyte. I'll repeat, they reproduce asexually without production of gametes, and therefore the plant body is called a gametophyte. No root, no stem, no leaves, but root-like structures called rhizoid, stem-like structures are there, and leaf-like structures are there. So these are the very important properties of this particular plant group that is called as Bryophyta. In the next slide you will be seeing that the root-like structures, that rhizoids, are shown clearly in this particular plant. Plant body of Bryophyta is thallus, flat, prostrate, erect. Erect means it can stand on its own, but it doesn't have a root, but it is clearly seen in the diagram. Instead of root, it has a root-like structures, and those root-like structures is called as what? Rhizoid. So these are the important points you should be remembering about the Bryophyta: non-vascular plant, shade-loving plant, moisture-loving plant, amphibious plant, and most important, it is going to show a gametophytic generation, where gametophyte means what? It doesn't reproduce by sexual method, but it reproduces by asexual method. And you can see the beautiful picture given there in the slide, and this will make you remember about this particular plant that is called as Bryophyta. So we have covered the first group of non-vascular plant, Bryophyta. When we continue in the next class, we'll talk about Pteridophyta and Thallophyta. Till then, thank you so much, and take care, stay home, stay safe. Bye.